Hi students. So in this video we are going to start our unit 3 poem I am Every Woman, written by Raki Naryani Shriki. So before entering into the poem, just we can see about the author and then we can enter into the poem. About the author. Raki Naryani Shriki is an academician with a passion of writing poems as a medium of self-expression. So Raki Naryani Shriki is the author of the poem I Am Every Woman. So she is an academician. So the meaning of academician is a member of an academy is called as a academician. In Tamil they will say as Kalviyalar. So she is an academician and she has a lot of interest, that is with the passion of writing poems, that too as a self medium of self expression. So to express herself, she wrote she have lot of interest to write the poems. She is a postgraduate student, so that is a she is a postgraduator with a bachelor's degree in education. So she has completed post graduation also B.Ed. So we can enter into the poem. I am every woman. So this is your memory poem. So I am every woman is written by Raki Naryani Shriki. Raki Naryani Shriki. So while this is your memory poem, right? So while you are writing the memory poem, at the end of your memory poem, you have to write the name of the author, that is Raki Naryani Shriki. So now just we can see the intro of this poem. This poem talks about the multi-faced nature of the woman. So this poem is this poem refers to I am every woman. So this poem I am every woman poem is talks about the multi-faced. So what does mean by multi-faced? Having many sides. So especially this poem is about every woman. See, the title name is I am every woman. So definitely this poem is about only women. So women have multi-face. So they have a multi face, that is they will be having many sides and they'll be having many aspects and they'll be having many features, because as a woman they have to do all the household works and also they have to work for their self passionate. Okay, so they'll be having many sides. So that is only this poem talks about the multi-faced nature of woman. So for the woman, for the nature of woman, there will be, for a woman there will be many sides. So that is the point in this poem. Today's woman, an empowered, brave, strong and resolute woman. So nowadays woman, so in previous prose itself, that is empowered woman navigating the world in prose itself, that is in unit 3 prose itself, we saw that those days women will be staying inside the house, but later on the women have a empowerment and they have started to do their own interest works. So right here also today's women, so nowadays women or everybody are empowered, they're having a courage and they're having a brave, strong and resolute persons in the society nowadays. So what is mean by resolute? So resolute means determination, that is they'll be having a strong desire to achieve in their life. So nowadays women are very strong and brave and they have achieving in every field. They are always ready to take up new adventures. So all the women, they are means here refers to all the women. So every woman are ready to face the new adventures. So new adventures means that is new adventures, new risks. They are ready to face all the dangers and all the happiness in their life. They are very persistent and work tirelessly to prove what they are capable of. So they are very persistent. So the meaning of persistent means they'll be continuingly giving their full effort, even though they have lot of opposition. If they work or whatever they do, if they have lot of opposition, they'll be continually having a decision to win in that thing. So whatever, if they are trying, if there is any difficulties or whatever it may be, they are continuously trying to win in that. Okay, wow. They are persistent and work tirelessly. So they are working very tirelessly without any stop. They are working very hardly to prove what capable of they. So they are to what they are working for tirelessly, so to prove. So how they are and they are working very tirelessly to prove how much they are capable. So that only, they have persistent work tirelessly to prove what they are capable of. Women have to be treated respectfully for the growth of a nation. So all the women must be treated very respectfully for the growth of our nation. So once again, just we can see the intro of this poem. This poem talks about the multi-faced nature of the women. And also today, nowadays, women are very brave, empowered, strong, everything. They are very capable to this world. And also they are ready to face all the dangers and risk and all the new adventures that they are going to face in their life. And also they are very persistent, that is, they have a lot of determination. And also they are working very tirelessly. For what they are working tirelessly? To prove that they are capable for equal. They are very capable to this world. So all the women should be respected, should be treated respectfully for the growth of the nation. So this is the introduction of this poem, I Am Every Woman, written by Raki Narayani Shriki. Now we can enter into this poem. So this poem has been written on behalf of all the women by Raki Narayani Shriki. A woman is beauty innate. A woman is beauty innate, a symbol of power and strength. She puts her life at stake. She is real. She is not fake. So a woman is a beauty of innate. So what is meant by beauty? So the way of dressing, the way of makeup is called as a beauty. But here a woman is a beauty of innate. So what is the meaning of innate? That is the inner born or nature. That is the inner beauty. So the outer beauty will be saying that they are looking very beautiful, and their dress is very beautiful, and their hair is very beautiful, whatever it may be. So that is called as the beauty, that is outer beauty. But here this poetess is saying that a woman is a beauty innate. That is, a woman is always beauty inside. That is, she is talking about the inner beauty of the woman. So what are the inner beauty? So what are the inner beauty of the woman? So the quality, the behavior, the courage, the self-confidence. So everything comes under the inner beauty of a woman. So poetess is expressing that a woman is a beauty innate, a symbol of power and strength. So how she is portraying a woman? So woman is the inner beauty, and also she is the symbol. That is, all the women in the world are a symbol of power and strength. She puts her life at stake. So what is the meaning of stake? Stake means risk. So she is putting, that is, she refers to all the women. So she is putting her life at stake. That is, she is putting her life at risk. So each and everything she is taking as a risk only. So nowadays women or most of the women are doing work outside of their house, isn't? So they are doing they are working outside of the house also. That is, they are doing household works, and also they are going for the work also. So they'll be having a lot of pressure and danger and risk. So she is putting, So woman is taking risk every, in each and every time she is taking risk in her life. Yes, she puts her life at stake, she puts her life at danger and risk. She is real, she is not fake. So poetess is saying that women, all the women are real only, they are not fake. So all the women are real, not fake. Once again we can see this poem. Once again we can see this stanza, first stanza. Woman is the beauty of innate. So innate refers to the inner beauty of the woman. So all the women have a inner beauty. So not only they are portrayed as outer, they are not only they are beautiful in the outer face, they are also very much beautiful in their inner beauty also. And also the women or the symbol of power and strength. So the all the women are putting their life at risk, and also all the women are real only, they are taking their risk really, not a fake one. So whatever risk is coming to their life is, everything is real, not a fake one. So now we can move on to the second stanza. The summer of the life she is ready to see in spring. She says, the summer of the life. Here the summer is refers to the season, and also here spring refers to the season. But here in this poem the summer is referring to the hardship and the difficulties of the woman. Okay, the summer refers to the hardship and difficulties of the woman, and here spring refers to the happiness of the woman, happiness and successfulness of the woman. Okay, well, now we can see this stanza. The summer of the life she is ready to see the spring, she says. So the summer of the life means all the difficulties and the dangers and the risk and all the hardships of the woman is, she is ready, all the all the hardships and difficulties in her life she is ready to see in the spring. So whatever difficulties or hardship or whatever it can be, whatever she is facing right now, but also she is ready to face the happiness and successfulness after overcoming the hardships. After overcoming this hardship she is ready to face all the happiness, isn't? So always there will be a hardship in the life, always there will be a difficult in life, definitely not. They, after overcoming all the difficulties, definitely she is ready to see the spring, that is definitely she is ready to see the happiness and successful in her life. She says, that is woman is saying that after overcoming, that is after overcoming the summer of the life, that is the hardship and difficult of difficulties in her life, she is ready to see the spring, that is she is ready to experience the successfulness and the happiness in her life also. She says, that is woman is saying, spring will come again my dear. Okay, if the hardship has been developing for a long period also, she is saying that spring will come again. Not only if suppose a spring season has came to an end, but hardship is still developing, don't worry, spring will come again, your hardship will be come to an end one day, you don't have to worry for that. Let me care for the ones who are near. So don't bother about the summer of the life or the hardship of difficulties of your life, just care about, let me care for the young ones who are near. So who are in who are near with you, just have a lot of love and happiness for them, don't think about the hardships in your life. Surely spring will come one day, that is surely happiness and successful will be coming one day. She is the woman, she has no fear. So she here poetess is saying that she is a woman and she has no fear. So she is a woman, அவ வந்துட்டு என்னது ஒரு பெண்மணி, and she does not have any fear because she is ready to face all the hardshipness, and also she is ready to face all the happiness in her life. Now we can see the third stanza. Strong is strong is she is in her faith and belief. Strong is she in her faith and beliefs. Persistence is a key to everything, she says. So strong, that is women, all the women are saying that strong is the faith and belief. So strong, only the word strong, not only the not the strong is not just a word. So strong is always a strong, right? So the strong is always her faith. Faith means that is hope. Faith means hope, nambikai, and also belief is also refers to hope. And in Tamil we will say as faith and belief as nambikai. Yes. So the strong, the strongness she has only is her faith and belief. And also she is saying that persistence. So the meaning of persistence is continuously firm in an opinion or action in action. So continuously firmly in an opinion or action in spite of difficulty or opposition. So continuously they are going to fight against the difficulties and opposition whatever they are seeing in their life. So only that is that they'll be having a strong decision, they'll be having a strong mind. So that is called as a persistence. So here poetess is saying that persistence is the key to everything, she says. So okay, strong is the belief of all the women, okay, the belief and faith of all the women. And also persistence, that is the determination, is the key for everything to success in their life. Despite the signs, groans, and moans, she is strong in her faith, firm in her belief. So, despite on the other side, there will be a lot of signs. That is, there will be a lot of sadness in their mind, in their work, in their body, whatever it may be. So, sign means that is will be making a relief sign. If it is a joyful or a sad, whatever it may be, will be having a sign of reliefness, right? So that is despite of a sign. The groan, already in previous poem, that is in the grumble family, we told as groans is called as a grumbling. So who and all complaining, or who and all talking about this women's, don't bother about, don't take a despite. That is, we should not take over this as a big thing. Just we have to overcome all the signs and groans and moans. Moans means that is pulambalgal, whatever they are saying is not as a thing, that we have to overcome all the thing. She is strong in her faith. That is, already they said strong is the faith and belief of all the women. So she is very strong in her faith, firm and belief. So now we can see the fourth stanza. She is a lioness, don't mess with her. She will not spare you if you're a prankster. Don't ever try to sow her pride, her self respect. She knows how to saw you, sorry, she knows how to thaw you, saw you, so beware. So here this stanza, all the women has been portrayed as a lioness. So the female lion is called as a lionesses, right? So she is a lion. So all the women are lionesses, and don't mess with her. So the meaning of mess is not a tidy. Here it refers to not to play with her, don't make fun of her. So whatever if she is doing, don't make a fun of her, or no, don't make discourage, don't encourage her or don't disappoint her. So she is a lioness, all the women are lioness. Don't mess with her, don't play with her, don't make fun on her. She will not spare you if you are a prankster. So she will not adjust with you if you are a prankster. Prankster means who's making a mischievous behavior manner, who's behaving in a silly manner will be called as a prankster. So she will own, if you are making fun with her, she will not spare with you, she will not adjust with you if you are a prankster. If you are behaving in a silly manner, she will own adjust you because she is a lioness. Don't ever try to saw her pride. Don't ever try to saw her pride. Saw, the meaning of saw is not a past tense of see. பார்க்குறதுக்கு past tense saw சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, that is not the meaning of saw here. We'll be saying as cut, ரம்பத்துக்கு சான்னு சொல்லுவோங்க இல்லையா. So here we can see in I think so in previous year in 9th standard you have been you have studied in previous year itself, that is in 9th standard itself, you have read the homonyms, right? So the meaning for the same word there will be a two meanings. The spelling and the pronunciation will be the same, but the meaning will won't be same. So that is called your saw. So one is see, the past tense of see is saw, another is saw, that is cut. That is ரம்பம் சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, அதை தான் சான்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஓகேவா? ஸோ ஹியர் the meaning refers to don't ever try to saw her pride. That is, don't ever try to cut her pride, her self-respect. So we should not, because she is a lioness, don't make fun of her. She'll won't adjust with you if you are a prankster. Don't ever try to cut her pride and self-respect. She knows how to thaw you. The meaning of thaw is freeze her. She know how to thaw you and also saw you. Again the meaning is cut. So she knows if you are making fun of her and also if you are a prankster and you are making a fun of her, she won't adjust because she is a lioness, right? So you should not cut her pride and self-respect. You should not discourage her pride and self-respect. You should not make fun of her pride and self-respect. Okay, if you did this kind of things to her, she won't be silent because she is a lioness, right? So she will thaw you, she will freeze you, and also she will cut you. So be aware. So be aware means be careful. She is today's woman. She is today's woman. So here it refers to in those days women only will be silent, but nowadays women or everybody are brave and bold to do everything, because in each and every field all the women are working, right? So all the women are working in each and every field, as a doctor, teacher, as a police officer, collector, in each and every, as a politician. So each and everybody are many people are successful in each and every field nowadays, equal to men. So she is today's woman. So she is today's woman, today's woman, my dear. So she is a, that is the poetess is saying, that is Rakhi Narayani Shaki is saying that she is today's woman, today's woman, my dear. Love her, respect her, keep her near. So love her, make her love her, that is be friendly with her, treat her well. So you have to love. So she is today's woman, today's woman, my dear. Love her and respect her, don't discourage her, don't disgrace her, and keep her near. If you kept near, if you kept a woman near, always she'll be a successful to everyone. She'll won't disappoint or she'll won't disgrace anyone. She'll be a supportive, she will be a positive one to everybody. So after this poem is over. I hope you have understood this poem. So, in this poem, also, we saw about the women's empowerment only. Thank you for watching.